Welcome to my channel. DIY mechanic.
(2014) Nissan Altima 4-cylinder. You have this code right here. So we got a random misfire twice, and then we have the p0014. Has to do with the timing, has to do with the cam gears, the variable timing solenoids. So we're gonna find out exactly what's wrong with it. So if I turn the engine on, watch how it runs. It might even cut off. So it's running real rough. So I just did an oil change and reset the light, drove it. That didn't fix it. So a lot of people were saying if you change the oil, reset the light, the car will be fixed. Well, that didn't happen. Alright, so you're gonna come over here. Alright, so what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna remove the cover. It's held by 310. 1, 2, 3. Then I'm just gonna lift it over, set it on the side right there. So these are your camshaft sensors right here. So I'm gonna do some tests before to make sure to see if these are the bad ones or the ones back over here. There's 3 solenoids over here. There's 1 right there. There's 2 more on the bottom. So let me do some testing, and I'll get back to you right now. Okay, so first I'm gonna take this solenoid out and test it. So you're gonna take a flathead and go right behind. See right there? Go right behind the connector, push in, and then stick your other hand in and slide the connector out. Then you get your 10 socket. Try not to drop it. Alright, got that. Now I should be able to twist. Twist and wiggle and pull out. So there he come. Just take your time when pulling it out. Okay. So I'm gonna do some testing on these. See what's acting up. See if it's working or not. Okay, so what I got here, I put some little alligator clips on the connector of the access sensor. So I'm gonna touch the terminal and see what happened. So there goes the power, and now so that's working. Nothing wrong with that. that's where I need to get those other two sensors. One there, one up there. So what I did to get to them, I took off the tire. Took off the cover that was there, which is over there. And I'm gonna build my puzzle with these to get to it. So let me get them out and test them. Alright, don't forget to unplug the negative battery before you start. Fishing tools up there. This is what I got so far. Long extension. That's the idea. So you can either do it by hand or with a drill. Okay, so I got all of them out. See the front one, the center one, and then the one we took from the top. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna test them to see which one is actually bad. So alright, so this is the one we already tested, which is the lock solenoid, is the one in the back. So the one in the middle is the intake solenoid. So that's the one we're gonna test now. And then we're gonna test the exhaust solenoid. So I'm gonna connect to power. Here goes the ground. Okay, so that one's good. So all I'm doing is touching the negative and positive on the battery here. So let me switch that around to the other one now. Now we gotta test the exhaust. Okay, so I got my leads on that one now. So I still got them in order. Lock solenoid, intake solenoid, and then the exhaust. So I'm gonna connect the battery terminal. I'll let you know when I put it on. Okay, so I got the lead on the positive, so all I gotta do is touch the, see that? So I'm touching it, it's just sparking right here on the battery terminal, but it's not doing anything. So that's the one that is dead. So before you start spending money or, you know, bringing this to a shop, when you get in those codes, I'm gonna list all the codes that are related to these. It'd be better if you take them out yourself, test them one by one to see which one is bad. I know it's recommended to change all three, but I mean, if you don't have money like that to be spending, might as well change them as they go. So we're gonna put a new one, and I'll give you the part number on that one. So this is gonna be the part number for this solenoid, and this will fit all three, so they're all the same. So as long as you buy one, you're gonna fix your problem once you find the one that really needs to be changed. Trying to take it out. There it is. So one little sensor, this little solenoid, it will fit all three. So you don't have to buy a specific one. You just buy one. Take them out, test them. As soon as you find the one that is bad, that is not responding to the power, that's gonna be the one you're gonna be changing, swapping out. Alright, so let's put everything back and see what happened. Alright, Alright, so there is a new solenoid right there. Then I got the other old one there and the other old one up there. So make sure when you putting this in, make sure you hear them clip in, like you gotta push them. Don't let the screw push it in for you. So you gotta make sure you push it in all the way, and you're gonna hear it click. Once the metal is flush to the body of the where you're gonna screw it, then that means you're good. But if it's off, you gotta push it in. Then don't forget to do some cleaning, because there's a lot of oil dripping down when you take those sensors. So just take some brake cleaner and spray everything up there to get all the oil down. Make sure you clean the belt. Once you got everything clean, then we can put the cover back on. Alright, so after we connect the battery back, we're gonna do the first start starting it up, see what's going on. I can hear it's nice and smooth now. So if I go over here now, read codes, no codes. Okay. Now the engine is nice and smooth. So next time anybody have this problem, look at that. Nice and smooth. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share. See you on the next one. Thank you. Whoa, what are you doing?
I'm fixing in this dog.
Oh. All right. See you. Car is driving good. Driving like it's supposed to. Alright, see you in the next one, guys.